Alright guys, so today's topic is going to be how to run awesome challenge groups. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you're not staring at this black screen. And yeah, so like I said, this is what we're talking about. When I use the term awesome, that could mean successful. And when I say successful, I mean you're running challenge groups that get people success. That is the ultimate goal of running the groups, is that you're going to be providing support to people and they will get value from that. So again, your goal of the challenge group is to attain success at the end of their journey. And that depends on whatever their goals are and what they see as success, right? When you think about it, you are going to be the key to their success. So you're there for that support, their help, any advice, and also other people that are in the group as well are going to be there for guidance and assistance as well. So it's not just you, but you are definitely that main glue, that main component of that challenge group and also of that challenge pack. When you think about selling that challenge pack, you are that key component of it because people can buy amazing products, right? There's different products on the market. It's not that we're the only product that's out there, but we are definitely a holistic product that has all the areas covered when it comes to nutrition, exercise, and support, and motivation, all those kind of things. So other people's success is not dependent on you, okay? So you don't need to take that onto your shoulders, but you have to realize that you have a huge influence on other people's success. So if you're doing all the fundamentals, if you're showing up and leading by example, then you are going to definitely add into their success in the group. So you need to stay involved, engaged, and interested, and others will follow suit. So if you're not excited about it, if you're not engaged and posting like you're excited about it and involved in it and doing it yourself, it's going to come across and people are going to realize that. Your posts are going to reflect your attitude. So if you're not engaged, it's going to come across in your posts. And if you are definitely disengaged, then people are going to see that as well, and they're going to see that you're just copying and pasting something into the group to do it, and they're not going to have the same results. So think about these different people, okay? So you need to answer the question, what can I do to help find solutions to these people's struggles? So we'll look at Wendy White, who, she's really struggling with snacking in the evening, okay? Like many of us are, she'd love to be able to curb those cravings and avoid that nighttime snacking. She's pretty good all day. She's getting her workouts in, but that's where she struggles. So try and think about what you can add to that challenge group. What can you post in that group? What can you find on the internet? Something that's going to share that can be value to her and probably to a ton of other people as well. Ronnie struggles with consistency, so he's going to show up and give it his all for that week. But then if he falls off for that one day, once he shits the bed, that's it. He's done. He can't get back on track. He really struggles with staying committed to a program. So by having you to keep him accountable, it's really going to help him stick through this whole program. Hopefully after the 21 days or 30 days, he's going to have a routine down pat that won't happen anymore for him. Abby is struggling to finding time to work out because she's working a full-time job plus overtime hours late at the office, right? She's really busy this time of year, and she also has 2 kids at home. So when she does get home from work, she's flat out making sure that they're already in bed, they have everything they need for the next day, and then obviously finding time for her husband, all these kind of things. So she has a very demanding life, and she's trying to find balance in that because she knows that she needs to focus on herself and help herself, but she's really struggling to find that time to do that. So what can you do to help a busy mom and busy, corporate job worker find that time to help her, maybe have quick meals, snacks on the go to have in the office, maybe some workouts that she can do at the office, things like that. And then Barry is struggling with support from his peers. So all of his friends, they're big socialites. They love to party, host parties, drink, eat poor food choices, going out to dinner all the time, just celebrating over everything. And they're doing that at least 3 times a week. And he's really finding it hard to maintain a balance of hanging out with friends, but also, having a social life and then also sticking to his health and fitness plan and goals and things like that. So these are real people that you need to think about. They have these goals, they have these struggles. What can you do to help find solutions to these struggles in your group, and then post about it? And that's what's going to be very, very valuable for these people. And your expectations need to be clearly outlined. So in the first week, often we'll have a prep week, at least I do with all my groups. And that's usually 4 to 7 days prior to the actual start date of the workouts. So during the 4 to 7 days, I will clearly outline what is expected from other people. Okay, so you're going to let them know that you are providing value and support, okay? You need to let them know that you're bringing it, and that in order for them to get the most out of this group, they need to make sure that they're going to agree to your terms. And that could be agreeing to using testimonials or using before and after photos. Whatever it is you want, make sure you just clearly define it. Don't wait till the end, which is what I used to do, and I never got anywhere with it. And I kind of sheepishly asked, anybody want to give me their before and after photos? And I did a general post and nobody would respond for months and months and months. So what I started doing was collecting their before and afters weekly, updates on how they're feeling, giving them journal stuff, and people would tend to email me all this information. And then at the end, you can ask them, do you mind if I use this, or would you like me to block out your name or your face? And you will find that you'll get a lot more results with that, to be able to share, even those verbal testimonials, if you want to share those. That's something, guys. It's better than nothing, because what's going to happen is you're going to be showing your before and afters all the time, but people are going to think, awesome, it works for you, but what about everybody else? They're going to think you're a freakazoid because it works for you and you're super focused all the time, which you probably aren't, but they need to see that other people are capable of doing it as well, because that's going to give them hope as well. So by doing this, it's going to be tough. They're going to be pretty pissed off. They're not going to want to take pictures of themselves or measure themselves when they're at their actual worst point, probably where they are right now. It's obviously why they came to you, or why they approached you, or why they agreed to do this. So you need to make sure you're super sensitive to that fact that they're feeling really shitty about themselves. So you need to make sure that you're, empathetic about it and go about it very carefully. So make sure you tell them what you're offering, right? So tell them what they can expect from you over the next 30 days. So have an outline, have open communication, and that's going to help build trust, and it lets everybody know that they have equal opportunity to have success. So not one person is getting like one-on-one chat time with you all the time in Facebook chat or through your email. They know that they're getting all the same information in the group as what everybody else is getting. So whenever someone asks you a question privately, if you think that it can help other people in the group as well, it's not something that's actually a personal question, then make sure you address it in the group. You can let them know, thank you for your question. I'm going to address this answer within the group if that's okay with you. And most people are fine with that. So then you're taking the time to research it, get some answer, or create a post, and then post in a group about it. So it'll also give you that little bit of time so that you don't feel so stressed out and trying to come back and answer someone right away with an answer. You can feel, kind of relieved that you have a bit of time to create a post for the next day or the day after, post about it. That way you're addressing their question, plus you're preventing the same question coming in from everybody else as well. So yeah, make sure you outline what you're offering. So if you're going to be posting tips and recipes, meal prep, all those kind of things, make sure that you outline that with that first post or the first week post of your prep week, letting them know what they can expect and what you expect from them. So here's how it works. So, these are pretty much what happens in your challenge groups. So you're going to have, other people that are going to join your group. They're going to be customers, right? Or clients, whatever you want to call them. They're going to be clients who, have come to seek your help. You're going to help them connect with the products and services that are going to work for them. And you're going to work for them as a coach. You're going to help motivate them. You're going to make sure they're following the actual program that's amazing, that's going to work. And as long as they stick to it, they're going to get results. So step 2, you're helping them get those results. You're helping them feel great, get confidence, and feel better about themselves and just have better health in general. So by doing that, you're going to notice a lot of people are posting more. So whenever you see people who are posting a lot, they're very engaged, they love the Shakeology, love the programs, you're going to ask them about paying it forward. You're going to ask them about becoming a coach, joining your team and paying it forward and helping other people because they love it so much and it's changed their life so much. So you're going to ask them about, how would you feel about helping other people as well, and maybe creating some income on the side or getting your Shakeology for free. Who would not want to drink that every day and have it paid for free? So your sponsor clients from your groups, they'll take control and be able to pay it forward and help other people. And that's kind of how it grows. That's how your team grows. A lot of times your coaches, they don't come from just randomly outside of a challenge group. Often what they'll do is they'll start a challenge group with you, do the program, do a month, see how it works, get results, and then they're going to want to join in and start working their own business and helping other people. So here are some tips, like overall general tips for running some great groups. So the first thing I can tell you to do is to do as I do. And what I mean is you are that person. So in your group, you're telling your customers to do as you do. So you are leading by example. So you can't expect other people to do something that you're telling them to do. Make sure you're telling people to do what you're doing. Make sure you're following the program yourself from day 1 to day 30 or day 60. And you're following the meal guide. All those kind of things. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay if you have slip-ups. Make sure you talk about them because people like that you're normal, and it's going to help create that trust between you guys, right? You're just like one of them. You're not any better than them. You do have resources and tips and advice that you can share with them, but you're not better than them. And just because you're running a group does not mean that you can't participate in it, because let me tell you, these support groups are key to my success and being able to maintain what I have done and what I have lost. And if I never had support groups every month and we're running this, then I don't think I would be stuck to it like I am. The next thing is accountability. So the whole point of this, some people call these accountability groups. So the whole point is to make sure that you're keeping these people accountable to their goals. So once they tell you what their why is, you should really be asking each person what their why is. Why are they doing this program? And make sure you're reminding them of it when it comes time where they feel like giving up, because everyone has that moment where they're just, oh my God, I'm so tired, I'm so stressed out, this week was so hard, I had a really bad week, I fell off, I didn't check in, I didn't do my workout for 2 days. You need to remind them what their why is, and that's going to help them get back on track. And make sure that you are requiring check-ins and those weekly updates, because it's going to help them realize that, okay, I don't have 30 days to get in shape. I'm not going to wait till day 21 and then work my ass off that last week and then send in my results, right? Because you're going to have day 1, and then all of a sudden day 1 turns into day 21. And then they start working. You want to make sure that they are working from day 1 and they make each week the best that they can make, because you're going to be checking in with them every single week. So what if they refuse to participate? What if they don't want to do this? Oh my gosh, no, I don't want to post my picture. I don't want to send you my picture. I'm too embarrassed. I'm just, this thing's not for me. I'm pretty shy. There are so many shy people out there and introverts and everything like that. But this is part of it. This is what's going to get them results. You need to explain it to them. Make sure they understand why you're doing it, what the purpose of this group is. So let them know, okay, like I understand that you're not able to participate in the group this month, but I'm looking for success stories and working hard to help people get the results that they need. And I need to make sure that people are 100% committed, So if you're not able to do that this month, I understand maybe next month you'll be able to participate. And they'll be like, oh, wait, I can't be in the group. And, they may come around and want to join you. But just let them know, just let me know when you think you'd be ready to go all in, because I really want to make sure people are, just putting their fears aside, stepping out of their comfort zone, and really taking this seriously and going to make transformations. And let them know that it's hard. I've had everybody in the group last month to say that, it was so hard. They were crying. There were tears rolling down their cheeks in the actual pictures that they sent me. It broke my heart, but I knew that it was needed, and it was what had to happen in order for them to realize what they needed to do, where they needed to go, what changes they needed to make. So you can say to them, I know that it's hard, but I assure you that this is a safe environment, judge-free. We only want the best for each other, and this demands more accountability and better results by you sending in your pictures to me. No one else is going to see them. And I'm not going to post them or anything like that unless I had permission, if I ever did. But no one ever wants to do the pictures, right? But they eventually come around and they do them because they know that it's required. It's why they do it. No one ever wants to do it, but I have their pictures because it's required. It's part of it. So if you're going to get the services from me, if you want to get the best results, well, this is one of the things that's required, and that's just it, right? So you have to remember that you hold a value. The next thing is to connect with people. So, a great way to start out your challenge group is to start with an icebreaker. So something that's not too personal, but it's going to get a bit of engagement. People are going to comment. They're going to share pictures. Could be posts of your pets or your kids or something funny. Don't share this meme. I just thought it was really funny for us as coaches because people are tired of your posts. Like, oh, how about you just block everything health and fitness related, just like you do in your real life. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, anything seasonal. So if you have something Halloween or Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, you can have all kinds of different things and get creative to get people involved in the first initial week of posting and that sort of thing. Engagement is key. If you don't have engagement, it's going to happen actually. In saying that, there are groups I've had that are crickets, okay? There's no posts whatsoever. People aren't even liking my posts, and I'm putting time into creating these things, and I'm thinking it's all for nothing. But people are seeing it, whether they like or comment or not, they're seeing it, and for some people, you're making a difference. Other people are not even checking into the group, and you can't save everyone. So once you get over that, you'll be fine. You're going to have groups that are amazing, and you're going to have groups that are awful, but make sure you're encouraging them to show up every day. And whatever you do, make sure you're showing up every day, no matter what. So if people stop showing up and people stop posting, make sure you live out your end of the deal and you show up all the time, every day, like you said you were going to, and do what you said you were going to do, because that is going to build your reputation. And if you just stop doing it because nobody else is showing up or you think nobody is watching you, then that is what's going to kill your business. So make sure that you actually show up and do what you said you were going to do. So make sure that you have it in expectations that you expect them to show up every day. You expect a minimum of 1 post per day to remain active in the group, or you're going to remove them. Let them know that, you're doing this for them. Make sure they realize that this is for you guys. If you guys don't want to take advantage of this and you don't want to post and you don't want to like my posts or comment or support each other, then don't be in this group. This is only here for you, for your support. It's not to inconvenience you. If you find it annoying or inconveniencing, then leave. That's not the whole point, right? There's many other people who would love to have their spot in the group. You're making, big changes in their life. So make sure that you're pushing them so that they can yield those life-changing results and actually make a difference and get the most out of the group. Because it is proven that people who do participate most in the group get the best results. It's just the way it goes. So make sure you outline early on a backup plan. So if they're not posting in the group, make sure you know how to get in contact with them. So if Susan's really not posting anymore, she was posting every day last week, all of a sudden you haven't seen a thing from her for 4 days, make sure you go to that sheet that you wrote down on, Susan wants me to text her. So then you pull up a text and say, hey, just checking in to see what's going on. I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. Is everything okay? And see what's going on. It could have been anything going on with her, but just touch base to let her know that you do care. And when it comes to your groups, you can be creative or you can keep it simple. It's totally up to you. Your groups are your groups. You can run them how you want. They will evolve over time, and you may change them up every single month, or you may repeat the same group each month and then have one graduates group where you can put, once they've graduated from your month, you can put them into one big group, and that kind of is just like a holding group for everybody, and you can post them there every now and then, and they can all help support each other. But you can do a theme group, or you can post, just regular day-to-day where you're checking in, just posting your meals, recipes, sweaty selfies, and tips and stuff like that. So it's up to you. I have done both of these, and I continue to do both different kinds. And not really one is any better than the other, to be honest. I've had some simple groups that were way more engaging than the creative groups, and vice versa. So you just got to feel it out, see the type of people that you have in the group, and see how it goes. And I highly recommend working on mindset. So one of the groups I've had recently was an ultimate focus group, and it really focused on mindset. It made sure that they got to read some personal development. For a lot of people, it was their first self-help book, their first personal development book, and they were really, really excited about it because it was something different to them. They had never read a book like that before, where they had to actually do activities and actually change their life, change their mindset, their positivity, their energy. And it got them to get up earlier, make more of their day, make more time for themselves. They became more productive. They had more clarity. They got more done. And it was just really cool to see how their lives would change because of it. So make sure that you're recommending that they work on their mindset when it comes to this stuff. So introduce them to some awesome books that you read, or audibles that they can listen to, podcasts they can listen to, maybe some movies or quotes, articles and videos and that sort of thing. And that's really going to help them as well. And then make sure, like around halfway through towards the end, that you invite everybody to the coaching sneak peek when it's starting. And let them know that anybody can join it. They can be a fly on the wall, just see what the coaching opportunity is all about. And then I want you to personally message the people who you have seen that have been very active, that are like those naturals in the group that you see and they're like, oh my gosh, like they would be an amazing coach because they're doing exactly what I'm doing already. It feels like they're running the group, which is awesome. And, let them know that they're being accountable to the group and they're being very motivational, and ask them, like, have you ever thought about coaching? You're doing an amazing job in this group. You're very motivating and inspiring. And I would love for you to join in the group and just see what it's all about and see if it's for you. And the thing is, if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. You would be amazed at how many people will join your sneak peek. And then once you get them in the sneak peek, I run sneak peeks every month. Once you throw them into that group and they watch the videos, often they're super inspired by the videos and the information. So just getting them there is the first thing. Once you get them in there, chances are they're going to get excited about it. Either that, or they're going to say, nope, not for me. And that's totally fine too, right? There's nothing wrong with hearing no. We're always like, grown up listening to no and thinking it's such a negative thing, but it's just not for them or not right now. And that's totally fine. So that's it for that. And so that's pretty much it, how to run great challenge groups. So if you have any questions about it, be sure to message me or ask me any questions on Facebook, or you can email me at suws@mail.com. And that's it for today's video.